Hi, Run Your Story family. This is Allison Gilliard with Run Your Story, where every story needs to be heard. And this story, I am so excited to share with you guys because not only does this runner have such a special story with her sister, who has also been on the podcast before, super excited, but also this runner is a sponsor for This Is Life 5K. And guys, it is race week, so we are so excited. This was the perfect timing to share this story, and my incredible friend Beka Dollar shares why this race, why Women's Resource Center is so important for her and her family to support, but also for our community. And so it's not too late to sign up for This Is Life 5K. We would love to have you come run with us. It supports such an amazing organization. That amazing organization, Women's Resource Center, does extraordinary things for our community. They go above and beyond. And when I say that they walk with you in the chapter that you're in, they walk with you. They help you write beautiful stories of life. And it is so important, the family structure and what these guys do for our families, starting from helping families get what they need for their children, but also from STI testing to education in our school systems, where our students in middle and high school are learning about how to have healthy boundaries and relationships and goals and all the things that we as parents want to teach our kids or do teach our kids. And Women's Resource Center comes and walks alongside you. And that is by going into the schools and sharing that as well. And that is absolutely incredible. What another voice to pour into our students. And that is the Women's Resource Center and what they do. Yes, it's called Women's Resource Center, but really it's a family resource center because they help families. And we all are a community and we all need help. And they do an extraordinary job, from ultrasound to pregnancy tests, to being with you when you get news that maybe you weren't expecting. And so, guys, this is our community that we get to help support. And on behalf of our running community, thank you to the Women's Resource Center and what you guys do. You're making sure that stories get told, stories get heard, and you really live up to that every life matters. And so I am incredibly proud of everyone who volunteers or donates or works at the Women's Resource Center. It's absolutely incredible, and you guys are doing extraordinary jobs. Guys, if you have no idea about them or you want to know more, go not only to their website, which you can also find their link on Run Your Story, but go visit them. They love giving tours. They love showing you what they do, and there are multiple locations in Mobile County, and they would love to be able to show you and help you get plugged in. So we all know that we need people to speak life into us, and so does the next generation, and so do families. And so let's speak life into one another, and let's speak life into Women's Resource Center. So thank you to Women's Resource Center for all that you guys do and for what you're doing for our community and for putting on This Is Life 5K. Super excited to be able to do this with you guys. And like I said, my friend Beka shares her story. Not only does she share her story, but her heart and her mission, and how her mission to give kids a voice, because that is her job, that is her calling, it aligns perfectly with the Women's Resource Center. And that is why she is sponsoring This Is Life 5K. So thank you to Beka for standing in the gap and for being a voice. Absolutely incredible. Guys, I cannot wait for you guys to hear her story. Beka is a golden individual. I love and adore her. And I'm so glad that our stories have intertwined on so many occasions and with a lot of the same people. It's beautiful what God does in the midst of our stories, and this is just one of them. So I'm truly thankful that Beka entrusted us with her story, and I can't wait to see what else she does in running. It's going to be phenomenal. So you guys, lace up those running shoes, get ready, get set, and go run with my friend Beka and her run story. Thanks for being here, Beka.
Thanks for having me.
So exciting. How long I was thinking about this. I'm like, I don't even know how long.
Oh gosh.
We've known each other. Quite a few years.
How long have you been at Mars Hill?
Quite a few years.
Yeah.
Not as long as you have, but yeah.
I think it was one time at Thrive and Flourish.
And
I saw you and I was like, I like that girl. She's funny.
I was thinking about you. Especially your facial expressions.
Oh, gotcha.
No, I love it. And then it's just been fun to see you. Now you've gone to Boss Babe, which has been super exciting. I'm so super proud of you.
Thank you.
And you run with your sister occasionally.
I try to keep up with her. If you're listening, I'm proud of you.
And for those that don't know, Becca's sister Rachel has been on the podcast. And so I love your whole family. You guys are just amazing.
Thanks.
I'm really excited.
Me too.
Yay!
Let's do this.
All right. So, Becca, what is your run story?
So if you listen to Rachel's podcast, which obviously you did, you interviewed her, she and I have similar stories in that our mom was a runner. We would drive in the car pre-GPS and map out her runs with the odometer on the car. And we would have to see how far she ran. And all I knew was my mom was a runner. We were at her marathon, cheering her on, but I never wanted to run. In high school, running was punishment. You do something bad, you run. You mess up, you run. And so for so long, running was associated with bad, pain, which it still is painful sometimes. But
You're not wrong.
so when I graduated high school, I decided to not pursue sports in college because I was so burnt out. And I decided I was never going to work out again. People who worked out were dumb, and I was going to be just loving life. And then you inevitably gain weight and you're not happy with yourself. So I started working out again. And that came with me running 1 mile a day on my parents' treadmill. I think the first time I did it, it took me like 15 minutes. Like I probably could have walked it as fast as I was going. But every day I would get back there and I would run, and I slowly got faster. And then before I knew it, I was at 2 miles and I was actually enjoying it. And I decided to start running races. So it came from a place of I need to be healthy, and then it turned into something that I truly enjoyed. A running group, I had friends that ran with me, and it became my social hour. Yeah.
And here we are.
Yeah. Here we are.
Oh, that's amazing. I love that.
So running's always been in our family. My dad runs once a week on Sundays on the treadmill. So I guess we're like a running family.
Yeah. I love that. Oh. So what are some lessons that you've learned from running?
Lessons: don't ever let one bad run define your next run.
Yeah.
Even when I was running half marathons, you'd get out there and run 6 miles and it felt like you were running through mud. And the next day it's like, wow, this is so easy. So just because something's hard in the moment doesn't mean it's going to be hard forever.
That's good.
Yeah.
Even in life.
I know.
That's really good.
Words of wisdom.
Absolutely. Bye, Becca. So let's shift to routines, because I know that you are a routine gal. If I know anything about you.
Yes. Yes.
So what does your pre-race routine look like?
Honestly, as long as I get some coffee and my rice cake with peanut butter, sometimes a banana, I'm good to go.
Okay.
I always admire the people who are doing their warm-up run before the race, and I'm like, let's just 3, 2, 1, go. I try not to overthink it, because then I'll get nervous, especially in a race.
For sure.
But yeah, I got to have coffee, got to have my rice cake, and I just hit the pavement.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. All right. Cross the finish line. What does post-race routine look like for you?
Go find a yummy breakfast downtown.
Yeah, I love that.
It used to be Spot of Tea, and then I think Ruby Slipper has been a fan favorite. Yeah, just go chow down on some yummy treat food.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Mine is depending. Like right now, I'm like, I want an ice cold coffee after a race with my breakfast.
Yeah.
And then when it gets cooler, I'm like,
Yeah.
ooh, cappuccino or something warm, like with that breakfast.
I always crave a Pepsi specifically. And I think it goes back to high school,
Okay.
because after we would have a hard practice or we would run a lot, our coaches would say, go to the concession stand, get a drink and a candy bar. I would get a candy bar and always a Pepsi. And so when I'm running, I'm like, you'll hear me. I'm like, man, y'all, I just want a Pepsi real bad.
Wow.
And Coke Zero is my go-to drink, but it is Pepsi specifically in that moment.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Talk about being nostalgia there. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite race?
Honestly, it is not my best race by far. I was thinking about that on the drive over. It was my very first 5K that I ran that I had been training for. It was so slow, but I felt so accomplished. And it was the very first Go Run at South. I ran it with my mom.
Oh.
And I just remember thinking, I cannot believe I just ran a 5K. Like, I did that. And I know someone commented, I will never forget, someone commented on my Facebook picture. I'm standing in front of the Mitchell Center, and I posted my time, which I'm like, I guess I shouldn't have done that, because he was like, what did you walk it? And I thought, I don't even care, because you know what? I ran the whole thing.
Oh. Oh, I'm getting emotional for you because it's something beautiful about that moment where you're like, I did this.
Yeah.
And I don't care how many times I do it. I'm like, I can't believe I just did that.
Yeah. It's not easy to run 3 miles.
Yeah.
Once you are conditioned and you're a runner, you think, oh, a 5K is easy. But to someone not running, like, that's a big deal. It is a big deal.
Absolutely.
And so I was like, that is not going to steal my joy. And I am so freaking proud of myself.
Absolutely.
But yeah, that's probably so many fun races. But that one I will never forget. Just being so proud of myself.
And I'm really proud that you were like, I'm not answering that.
Bye.
That's not what it's about. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Favorite running item?
I'm the weird one that in races I don't run with music.
Really?
Both of my half marathons, no music. I just love listening to people. For half marathons, I love a goo packet. Can't get through that. And then I just need a good pair of shoes and I am down to clown.
Down to clown. I love that. Okay. So speaking of shoes, what do you like to run in?
Right now, I'm running in, I don't even know the names. My sister could tell you probably everything down to the serial number. Some kind of cushiony New Balances. But now I will say I switched to, what's the brand? Not Hoka's. Not Asics. Is it Asics?
Okay.
The Cumulonimbus, the cloud name.
Okay, the Nimbus.
The gel Nimbus.
Yes.
Yeah. I love those. I used to run in Brooks, but Asics or these New Balance that I have, they're cushiony. I'm sure if I got professionally fitted, they would say no, but they feel good on me.
They
feel good on me.
absolutely, yeah.
And it works.
Listen, I had no business buying the most expensive. My Asics were expensive, but this New Balance that I bought, I had no business buying it because I feel like it's a cheat shoe. Because it really is for those that I'm like, this is for really fast runners. And it's bouncy and it's got the little plate at the bottom, but I'm like, I love this shoe.
If you like it, then
I have
who
no
cares?
business wearing it. I am not elite, but I love this shoe.
You are. And for me, especially when I would go to McCoy's, Joe brings out a shoe that is ugly. I'm like, I'm sorry, this could be the best shoe for my foot. I am not running in that.
Are you really?
I need it to be hot pink and cute. Oh, I had those Asics that were like rainbow. They were like hot pink and yellow and purple and loved them. I need to look good and feel good. It's half the battle is looking good.
I was about to say, you and your sister, and I love this. Rachel gave me the advice. She was like, you just wear makeup at the race. And I was like, well, some of us sweat like a drenched rat.
I don't. I'm glad she
and
does.
she's like, oh, this is what you do. So I actually bought some.
No.
I did because I wanted to like Becca and Rachel
Oh
and
my
Jordan, your post-race pictures, and I still look like a drenched rat. There's not a amount
Because
of
it was
makeup.
a really good run. Yeah, no, I sweat. No woman ever. And 1.5 marathon I ran, it was a torrential downpour. And my best friend was like, I'm going to wear mascara. And I was like, that's not a good idea. And the whole time she was like, my eyes are burning. It looked like a drowned rat. I was like, I don't have anything on. I'm good. You never know what the conditions are going to be.
100%. Absolutely. Oh, you got that right. So you talked about your favorite race being the Go Run because it's across the finish line. Do you have a running memory that's like core?
I remember my second half marathon, the one I was just referring to in the torrential downpour, ended up being really hot and sunny afterwards. So we're like wet and then it's just like really hot and humid. But it was so fun because it was my best friend's first half marathon. And I had already ran my first half marathon. This was for her. And so I was ahead of her and I looked back and she was struggling. And I remember just turning around at the finish line and going to get her and we finished together. And I was like, I don't even care what my time is.
Yeah.
Like, we did this together and it was so fun and I will cherish that memory forever.
I love that. Oh, Becca.
Don't cry.
What race was that?
That was the Pensacola Half Marathon in 2015. Ironically, that was the day me and my husband started dating as well.
Shut up.
Yeah. Yeah. He told me as I'm driving down to the race, I just need time to think about us and where we're going. And I took that as he's going to break up with me. And I thought, I'm about to have the worst race of my life. I'm stressed out. I really like this guy. And ends up he was just trying to gather his thoughts to tell me he wanted to marry me one day and that we were going to date for the purpose of marriage. So,
Oh my gosh.
had I known, it would have been probably even better race. Thanks, Keenan.
But I was just about to say, way to go, Kiva. That literally was like my next thought. Oh man. Do you listen to music at all when you run?
If I'm out in the neighborhood, yes.
Okay.
I have my little aftershocks and I love those. And I will listen to I have an eclectic playlist.
Do you?
It's some worship mixed with Justin Bieber, with some AC/DC. I mean,
What, Becca?
you never know what's going to come up with a playlist. I've been loving 80s rock right now. But yeah, Thunderstruck comes on. I'm like, I can run through a brick wall. Love it.
You say Thunderstruck, and that gives me PTSD from the gym.
Yes.
The workout that we had
Yes.
the other day.
Josh, we will never forgive you for that.
No, it was absolute horrible. I felt
Every time the word thunder was spoken, we had to do a burpee. And you don't realize how many times they say thunder until you're doing burpees.
I love how when we're done, we just looked at each other from across the room, and
And I was like, forget Sally.
I was like, I miss Sally. I'll take Sally.
That was awful.
Burpee.
Yes, that was hilarious.
That was awful. Let's talk about recovery a little bit. How do you like to recover?
If it's a long run, I have to have a bubble bath and
Mm.
soak my muscles with some Epsom salt. I did run a 10K once that I had absolutely not trained for, and the next day I was crippled. But yeah, definitely stretching, either ice. I don't think I ever want to get in an ice bath again, but I know it's so good for you. So I prefer the bubble bath. Just some hot water or a hot tub if you can find one.
There you go.
But yeah, definitely lots of walking, stretching, which I don't do enough. Those are all the things that I try to do. But usually I'm just like, let me find some food
Yeah.
and eat.
Absolutely. Hey.
'Cause I'm a foodie.
Oh my goodness. Yes, absolutely. So cross training.
Yes.
You've already mentioned it. We do work out. Well, I see you on Saturdays.
Yes.
At Spring Hill Boot Camp.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to the coaches there.
Yes.
We love them.
Love them. Their classes are free on Saturday, and I adore all of them. And the workouts are phenomenal.
Except for the
Except for
Thunderstruck.
Thunderstruck. Yeah. Gosh, don't ever do that again.
No. Let's
Listening.
walk out. We're like, not allowed to do
Bye.
And then you also work out at Pack Training.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's talk about that because I love watching the videos of you because I'm
gosh.
like, all right, Becca. Okay, I see you. I'm so proud.
Thanks. I love Pack. I did CrossFit for years, and I thought, I will never not do this. I'm so competitive. It fueled my competitiveness, and it pushed me to do things that I never thought I could. Lifting weights over my head, I never thought I could. And it showed me how strong I was. But then once I had babies, it just made me so much more exhausted. And it wasn't what I needed for my body. And so my sister and I were like, let's get back into working out. I started a business. I was not working out at all, not very healthy. And so she was like, I feel like we need to find a personal trainer. I was like, well, duh, Josh. I've worked out with Josh since back at Sportplex, 2013 maybe. And I had always been intrigued in Pack, but I wasn't working at the time, so I couldn't afford it. So yeah, it has been so great for me. I am just as strong now as I was when I was doing CrossFit 6 days a week. And he is just so good at what he does. Progressive overload. We are doing a lot of the same things each week, changing the weight, tweaking some things. And I feel so good. I don't run as much as my sister, but when I do run, I can tell how strong I've gotten from the cross training. And I would just encourage everyone to start lifting some weights. Follow a program. If you can get a trainer, have someone showing you how to properly lift so we don't hurt ourselves. But being strong is one of my favorite things to be. I may not be the fastest runner anymore, but I am strong and I can finish a race.
Yeah.
And I don't have to do hours and hours of cardio, you know?
And I love what Coach Emily has said, and it's just become like ingrained, and it's just finish strong. And I think when you are cross training, you do have that because sometimes, as you've said, sometimes just getting through that 3 miles is the hardest thing you're going to do that day. Whether it's the heat and humidity or you're coming off a sickness or an injury or whatever it is. And you're going to have to really dig deep.
Yeah.
And if you've been cross training, lifting,
Yeah.
you can dig a little deeper.
Yeah. That's one of the things when I'm in a hard run, I'm like, I think, how many burpees did you do last week? You can take another step. How much weight did you deadlift? You can take another step. And it is true, especially when I was doing CrossFit and we're doing these insane workouts. I think back to those and I'm like, I can do this. I can take one more step. And so that's what's going through my head sometimes if I am in a race where I know I have to finish. Now, there are times if I'm running around the neighborhood, I'm like, I'm done. It's just not giving me joy right now. I'm just going to walk home.
Yeah.
And that's okay. But yeah, you realize you can do hard things when you're cross training, working out and running. You can do hard things. And a lot of it is such a mental battle.
100%.
And I'll tell myself, your legs are not tired. Your brain is tired. And I keep going, even if I don't want to.
Is that your mantra? Is that what you tell yourself?
Yeah.
Keep
Sometimes I'll just be like, come on, one more step, one more step. And one of my mom's best friends who ran with her, she would say, it's just forward motion. You just keep going. And but yeah, I'll tell myself, your legs are not tired. That is your brain talking to you.
Wow.
Get it together, Becca. You're only at half a mile.
I love that at home too. Like, get it together.
Come on. Yeah.
I love that.
That's my
That's
mom
good.
voice.
That is great. Is there a race that you're like, wasn't really my best, or you would like to go back and do, or you're like, no, I'm never doing that one again?
Oh, yeah. One specifically, it was in that period where I was like, I'm not working out, but my ego thought I could do it.
Okay.
So I ran the Senior Bowl run. One thing about me is when I'm running, I can't have any kind of smells. If you run downtown, there's a lot of smells. Some are good, some are not. So Senior Bowl run that year ended right there at Bienville Square. So I'm running. I'm like, oh God, I'm going to make it. I feel like I'm going to throw up, but I'm good. Get past Spotted Tea and I start smelling waffles. And I'm like, whoa. Okay, there's the finish line. I can see it. And then I smell the peanut shop and it's like pralines and sweet sugar. And I'm like, I'm not okay. I hope no one listening to this feels sick, but I started dry heaving in the trash can at the finish line. I remember pushing Olivia Weeks's mom, Miss Pam, and her cousin out of the way. I was like, they're trying to talk to me. I was like, I gotta go. I gotta find a trash can. I didn't get sick, but I sure felt like it. And I thought, yeah, you were not prepared for that. And that was really humbling.
Did you go back and run it again?
Yeah, I've run the Senior Bowl. I think I've done the 10K since then. But yeah, that was my ego. And I thought, you have to train for things like these. You can't just jump out there and run a 5K and think you're going to do well.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I got lapped by some walkers too, so it's fine.
Listen, and that was one of my most enjoyable races with Senior Bowl.
It's fun. It's a great
think
time of
that
the year, and it just,
Yeah.
it stinks that it's not what it,
And the after party was amazing.
yeah.
They have little petting zoos and, peanuts.
Yeah,
And I was
don't want
like,
to smell them during, but after,
no,
yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, this is fun. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, I do wish I could do that one again because it was a beautiful race day. It was chilly and,
Oh, it was
and yeah, but
fantastic.
I didn't do well.
Gotcha. What advice would you give to somebody that wants to start running?
Just hit the pavement, put some shoes on. That's the hardest part, is taking that first step. And it doesn't matter how fast or how slow, you're still a runner. Even if you're running 1 mile a week, you're still a runner. So I would just tell them, just start somewhere. I love the Couch to 5K plan. I have done that before. And I think people in their head, they think, I have to go run 6 miles if I'm going to be considered a runner, like some crazy distance. Like I said, if you can get out there and run half a mile, you've done it. Who cares how far you go? If you want to run, just do it. Nike, just do it.
I love it. Do you have running goals?
I've told my sister, and she was like, just train and do the half marathon with us in December. I don't think I'm there yet because I'm juggling a whole lot at home and with work, but I do want to run a race at least next year, whether it's the Azalea Trail Run, that's one of my favorites, or a half marathon. I want to be consistently running to where I am at a place that it's really enjoyable for me. I have days where I get out there and I run and I feel good, and then I have days where I'm just so stressed out that it's not good for my mental sake. But yeah, I want to be more consistent with my running.
That's good. Hey, consistency is key.
Yeah.
I get that. What's your favorite length to run?
Right now, a mile.
Hey, no, that's fair. That's fair.
If I'm taking my own advice, it's a mile, just because I've got 2 littles at home and mom guilt it's hard. And when I've been at work all day, they've been at school, I feel selfish at 7:30 being, hey, I'm going to go run. But if I can get out there and run a mile, it really does. I get the runner's high from that. I feel good. I feel accomplished. I do love a good 5K though.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a route around Sims, MGM, Sims Middle. Have
From
you
the
ran it?
hills.
I know, but when I run that, I feel like,
You better feel like you conquered a mountain.
Yes,
that's
'cause you
hill
do.
after hill.
quite literally, conquer a mountain.
Yes.
I do love running though. I don't know if it's because we ran it so much when I was in the best shape of my life, and had my running group, but I know what I'm running, and it's
impressive.
challenging. I do love a good challenge. though.
Wow. Good for you.
Could I do it right now? No. Don't hear me say that. Couldn't do it right now, but I do love that.
Wow.
Yeah.
So one of the things I'm really excited about you being here is that we both are very passionate about the Women's Resource Center.
Yes.
And there's an upcoming run that's coming out. This is Life 5K. And you're actually one of the sponsors for this race.
Yes.
So what made you want to sponsor This is Life 5K?
Well, I'm a business owner, but first and foremost, I'm a believer. And I believe that all children have the right to life, whether they're in the womb or grown up, whatever age, no matter where they are developmentally, they have the right to life. And it is something that I'm passionate about, and I want my business to reflect that. And so supporting the Women's Resource Center was a no-brainer. I love what they do. I have so much respect for them. They are advocating for the least of these. And if what I'm doing in my field is giving children a voice, they have to be here to have a voice. And it is the Lord's work that they're doing. And yeah, it was a no-brainer for me to support them.
I got really emotional about you saying that because those that don't know, you are a speech pathologist.
Yes.
So we have a mutual friend that I love watching her videos of her baby boy who couldn't say anything, and now he's talking all the time, and I love that.
Yeah.
And so I would assume that just like in running, there's been hard days with parents that they're like, I just want my baby to be able to have a voice, be able to talk. And you're like, let's be consistent. It's going to happen.
Yeah. It's like I was just telling, I also supervise graduate students part-time, and I was telling them today, it is wash, rinse, repeat. You are doing the same thing over and over, and kids need that repetition. They need that consistency, and we have to be consistent in their lives. We have to show up for them, and then you see it happens. They start talking, and it's a miracle in itself, and it's really cool to see. But yeah, there's a lot of similarities in your training and your work, but having, like you say, that you see it with your friend is really cool to hear from your side.
Yeah. You just get excited. Like seeing it on social media, you're like, yes!
I know, having all these cheerleaders for my babies, I'm like, they need that. They need
love
to have
it.
some cheerleaders on their side.
Absolutely. That's so exciting.
Yeah.
And I love how you said, in order for them to have a voice, they need to be given the chance to have that.
Yeah. And we could get into a whole spill about this. I see a lot of very rare diseases, syndromes, diagnoses, and they are the happiest babies. They have so much joy, and they deserve to have that life.
Yeah.
And that's what Women's Resource Center is fighting for. And so I would love to encourage any parent that they might be dealing with that in utero. They know there's a diagnosis coming. I work with so many kids, and they are so full of joy and love life. And I get to work with them, and they're changing my life. Yeah. They're a gift, and they're precious, and I will do whatever I can to fight for them.
And the cool thing about Women's Resource Center, it's just like how you're walking alongside these kids every day and being their voice and helping them find their voice, is that Women's Resource Center walks with you in that chapter. You know, like when somebody comes in and maybe they're not given that best news, or maybe they're in a situation where you're like, I don't know if I can have this baby or not. That they're like, you're not alone. We're going to walk with you every step of the way. Even with parenting classes, which I'm like, who doesn't need parenting classes?
Yeah, I'm still. And having that community for these moms, it can be very isolating. I talk to a lot of moms, and sometimes our sessions are just them crying to me and just talking about their stress and what's going to happen when their kid grows up. But having that community from the get-go, and Women's Resource Center does such a beautiful job of that. Being there with the mom, even with Embrace Grace, with the church, having that community, having someone to talk to lean on, because it's not easy. I mean, having a child alone is not easy in itself, but having that community behind you, they really do such a good job with that.
Well, thank you for being a sponsor for that. I'm so excited because we love partnering with them too. And it's like what you said, we say that every story needs to be heard. Well, there's some stories that unfortunately won't ever get heard because of decisions that were made. And so we love knowing that there's a place that's advocating not just for their voice, but also for their family, and saying that we believe in the family unit. We believe that your story matters. And that we're all connected.
Yeah.
And I love how your business comes in and does that too.
Yeah.
At Honeybee, right? That's what it's called, Honeybee?
Yeah. Honeybee Pediatric Therapy.
I love that. It's such a Beka name.
It's my third baby.
So when you're not running and working with kids, what are you passionate about? What fuels you?
Whew, I'm looking at your sticker. I do love pickleball.
I did not know that.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. My dad is low-key obsessed, put in a court at their house, and my
Okay.
family's like hardcore pickleballers.
Wow.
Picklers, what's the right term?
Yeah, sure.
So, and Ken, he plays often, and my boys, they like to try and play, but we love playing pickleball as a family. What else do I do? Oh, play Mahjong.
You do.
It's
Wow.
It is a growing fad among women in America.
I gotta tell you, it's intimidating when you look at the rules for this
Yeah,
thing.
it is. I teach it on the side, and then I play every Monday night with a group of girls from church, and it's so
How
fun.
did you get into it?
Olivia Weeks was like, let's play. We need to learn Mahjong. And then Caitlin Waite, she and I hosted a party, and it just took off from there. We became hooked, and we meet every Monday night, and it's like a little branch off from small group, and we play Mahjong and have community, and it's wonderful.
That was wild.
That really fills my cup. Yeah.
Wow.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
I have been told I'm a multi-hyphenated girl.
Fair.
Do all the things.
Do all the things. I love it. Absolutely love it. There's no putting Beka in the box.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, no.
Man. Beka, you're extremely busy, so thank you for taking time for this, talking
course.
about your story and about the Women's Resource Center and This Is Life 5K. Any final words of wisdom?
Just a reminder that you can do hard things, whether in life, in training, in running, whatever it may be, we can do hard things, and we're called to do hard things. God never said life was going to be easy. We're going to have trials, we're going to have temptations, but he has overcome, and through him we can too. So we can do hard things, and I think that anyone who is struggling with trying to be healthy or run or whatever, just remembering that we all have our own heart and we can do hard things.
That's fantastic. Oh, thank you, Beka.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Don't you just love Beka? She's precious. Her and Rachel are just, I can't imagine what they were like growing up with a mom who runs. Maybe we should get their mom on the podcast, right? I love this family so much, and I've gotten to know them over the years, especially Rachel this past year being on the podcast, and now Beka. I'm just incredibly thankful for what running has brought into my life, and that is people. It has brought some of the best people that I know, and it's something special about running. So thank you, Beka, for sharing your story, for sharing your heart, and for what you're doing with your career. And again, like you said, you're helping give a voice to the voiceless, and that is absolutely incredible. So job well done. Guys, if you have a friend who has a child, or if you have a child that needs some speech help, definitely go check out Honeybee. We love them. We love what Beka does there. She's all the time trying to help kids find their voice, and that is absolutely beautiful. And that's what we do in the running community. We try to help each other have a voice, and that is what is so special about runners, because we know that anybody can do this and everybody is welcome, and that's the beauty of it. So it's true community. So thank you, Beka, for your heart and for what you're doing, and I'm so stinking proud of you, my friend. And I can't wait to see what else you do. I'm so excited to see you pound the pavement and watch you take on these goals. It's going to be epic. So really proud of you, my friend, and thank you so much. Thank you to Mars Hill Church. That is where Beka and I both go, and we love this church, and we're so proud of what Mars Hill does. They believe in the running community. They allow Run Your Story to sit down and give us a safe place to be able to record. And so that is something I can never repay Mars Hill for doing. And that is them pouring into our running community. They believe in this podcast this much. They believe in the running community. They believe the stories that get shared. They understand the importance of them. So big shout out and thank you to Mars Hill Church. Guys, if you need a place, come worship with us. We would absolutely love that. And as always, thank you to Greg Gilliard from Gilliard Tech Services. We thank you and appreciate you for all that you do. Guys, if you need somebody to look at your website or listen to your ideas, definitely check out Gilliard Tech Services. You can find out more information on Run Your Story website as well. He can make it happen. If you dream it, he can make it happen. He is the go-to. He is the GOAT of when it comes to programming and websites. He is in high demand, so definitely check him out. We appreciate everyone who has given him business and believes in him. So I believe in him, and I am so appreciative of all that he does for Run Your Story. He goes above and beyond, and I'm incredibly thankful. And again, thank you to Women's Resource Center and This Is Life 5K. Guys, don't forget to sign up. It's absolutely going to be amazing. I'm so stinking proud of what this organization does. And I'm so proud of playing just a small part in their story. So we are so excited. So This Is Life 5K coming up. And again, reach out to them and see how you can be involved. It's going to be absolutely epic. So I can't wait to see you there. Thank you again to our Patreon family members. We love you guys, adore you guys. I was so excited that we were able to do some little giveaways. So incredibly thankful for all of you and your heart and all of that you do for us. And I cannot thank you enough. And if you would love to join our Patreon community, we would love to have you. We'd be honored by that. I love these guys so very much. They keep us encouraged. And they're the reason why we have a podcast, guys, because they pour into us financially. And that is absolutely incredible. So thank you to our Patreon family. We love you and adore you. Guys, make sure that you like, share, comment Beka's story. It's absolutely incredible. And it's how your stories get out there. And you never know whose story is going to be impacted by you. And so make sure you share your story with one another. Make sure that your story gets heard, because they're beautiful stories, guys, and we are honored to share them. To all of our listeners, thank you so much for being part of this. Thank you for believing in Run Your Story. And again, like, share, comment. We would love to hear what you think. All right, guys, until next time, go run your story, because every story needs to be heard.